Good evening and welcome to the 2013 College of DuPage Foundation Scholarship Reception. My name is Kathy Brode, Vice President of Development for the College of DuPage and Executive Director of the College of DuPage Foundation. Before we get started, I would like Yashika Weeks to raise her hand here. Yashika? Yashika is our new scholarship coordinator, and so in the future, if you ever have any thoughts, comments, questions, Yashika is the person to contact. Also, she is the person who organized tonight's event, and I'd just like to give her a hand. It is an honor to have each of you here this evening to celebrate the spirit of giving and receiving by honoring our generous scholarship donors and recognizing our honored scholars. It is through our donors' kindness and support that the College of DuPage students are afforded the opportunity to accomplish their goals, achieve their dreams, and impact our community. A sincere thank you to each donor for your generosity and commitment to the College of DuPage, and congratulations to our students for their scholastic achievement. We are so proud of you and pleased to have you join us for this very special celebration as we launch the holiday season of giving and expressing gratitude. At this time, I would like to introduce you to Susan Langberry, President of the College of DuPage Foundation. Susan.
Thank you, Kathy. Good evening. What a wonderful opportunity to witness and experience the synergy of philanthropy partnerships. Donors, you provide the reason in which scholars, faculty, staff, and members of the COD community can come together to honor and express how much we appreciate your support, commitment, and confidence. Thank you, donors, and thank you everyone for sharing in the spirit of gratitude. At this time, I would like to recognize other members of the college and the foundation's governing boards who are in attendance tonight. I would ask if you could please stand when I call your name and remain standing. So you know what that means. We all get to clap. So, from the College of DuPage Board of Trustees, we have Kathy Hamilton. I think we have Kathy Hamilton. Diane McGuire. Terrific. Dr. Nancy Svoboda. Hi. Joseph Wozniak. Right. Thank you very much, trustees. You may be seated. From the Foundation's Board of Directors, we have Dr. Jeffrey Appel. Let's see, Dwight Blake. Ron Bullock. See, they're all home getting ready for the Blackhawks game, so. Okay. Ron Bullock. Carla Burkhart. I know Carla's there. I saw her. Marcia Cruzan. Oh, she's back here. Robert Schillerstrom. And Mike Vovoda. I saw Mike. Great. From the Foundation's Emeritus Board, we have our chair, Joan Morrissey, whom you'll hear from later. She's chair of the Scholarship Committee and a long and valued time donor. We've got John Kohler. Great, thanks, John. Renee Richards. Renee, I think yeah, we just met earlier. Jack Turner. Great, Jack, thanks. The Honorable Bonnie Wheaton. Great, thanks. Thank you very much. A special thanks to each of you for your dedicated leadership in ensuring that the College of DuPage continues as an innovative institution that provides a powerful learning environment and an educational outreach to all. Tonight, students and parents and college officials will share their personal reflections of the impact of donor giving and scholarship opportunities. These reflections represent the collaborative relationship between the foundation and the college. We're honored to have College of DuPage Executive Director Dr. Joseph Collins to speak about this partnership. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Joseph Collins.
Good evening. It's a pleasure for me to be here tonight. This is one of the nicest events, I think, of the calendar here at College of DuPage because we get to see what we're really all about, and that is about helping students achieve their goal and objectives in life. It's a wonderful event. I don't want to talk too long because I want to get right to the students giving their testimonials. But I would just like to say, just make a few opening comments and remarks. I would like to congratulate the foundation for once again stepping up and doing a fantastic job supporting the academic mission of the college. This year, the foundation has raised and awarded over $400,000 directly in student scholarships. I believe the number of scholarships was 500, and so that is roughly an average award of $800 per student, so that's fantastic. And also there are 12 new scholarships this year. It's always great for the foundation to create new scholarships. It's really what keeps the engine of student support alive, is coming up with new scholarships. So Kathy and your staff and the board, thank you very much from College of DuPage for all of your support for us. You know, if you have kids that are college age or getting close to college age, you probably know the challenge that many of us are facing in trying to fund a college education. It's mind-boggling when you think about it. I'll tell you my own personal story, and it'll put it in perspective. When I graduated 30-ish years ago with a degree in engineering, the tuition and fees for me was $3,000, and my first job was $21,000. So that's not bad. I paid $3,000 and I got a job $21,000, so $3,000 for my senior year. So my first salary was 7 times what my senior year was. Not true anymore. The University of Illinois, a year of engineering tuition and fees and room and board is over $30,000. What's the starting salary for an engineer? About $60,000. So now, where in my case, when I graduated, my salary was 7 times the cost of education. Now it's only 2 times. Nothing has gone up over the last 30 years faster than the price of college tuition. It's really a challenge for us to try and do what we can to keep college affordable. That's really what College of DuPage does. That's the feather in our cap. We offer an outstanding education at really very affordable prices. That's really why we're here. That's our mission. And we must be doing something right because our attendance is up this year. We have over 2,000 more students here this fall than we had last fall. The head count is up over 9%. So with what we're doing here and the support we have from the foundation, I think everything is moving in the right direction for College of DuPage, and I know I'm very happy to be here, and I'm sure I speak for many people in the room. So with that having been said, let me turn it over now to Dr. Joan Morrissey, and once again offer my great thanks to all of the donors out there who have supported the college and the foundation and our students. Without your support, a lot of students' dreams and wishes would go unfulfilled, honestly. So at this point, if I could introduce Joan Morrissey. She is the chair of our Emeritus Foundation Board. And she also has she and her husband have a scholarship, I believe, a dental hygiene scholarship. So Joan, if you could come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Collins. Each year, the Foundation Scholarship Committee has the honor of reviewing student applications for the Foundation's Achievers Award, the Returning Adult, Single Parent, and Textbook Scholarships. You know, reading those applications and essays is a daunting but a rewarding experience. we're reminded of the need, the challenges, and the difficulties that they face, but also the hope, the fortitude, and the possibilities. We are humbled by your efforts. Some of that committee are here this evening. Dr. Jeffrey Appel, Marcia Cruzan, she's waving back there, I think she just walked in, Dillis Galliot, Renee Richards, we saw before, wave Renee, and Mike Vavoda, back there in the corner, I think, Mike. Thank you, committee members, for your time and dedication to these students. On just a brief personal note, as Dr. Collins said, my husband Joe and I, we've been supporters and advocates of the College of DuPage for a long time. We both recognize the opportunity to directly impact a young person's life. Joe's a dentist in Wheaton and a supervisor in the dental hygiene department, and he sees firsthand the dedication and the need of the students. We chose to fund an annual scholarship to help support those efforts. We're proud of their achievements and very proud to be a part of their success. Thank you.
Next, we have the pleasure of hearing from two student representatives whose educational paths have been influenced and impacted by the generosity of our donors. First, Stephany Ruiz-Gonzalez. Stephany is a first-year COD student studying psychology. She recently graduated from Wheaton-Warrenville South with just a modest 5.0 GPA. And she is the recipient of the College of DuPage Scholars Award. Then we're going to hear from Kathrine Murphy, a returning adult student who, while working as a stylist, has returned to college to pursue her dream of becoming a nutritionist. Kathrine is the recipient of the Foundation's need-based and returning adult scholarships. Let's welcome Stephany.
Well, as you guys know, my name is Stephany Ruiz-Gonzalez. I am one of the Presidential Scholar Award winners this year. Today I wanted to tell you guys how the scholarship has really impacted my family life, my career aspirations, and my education. But first I would like to start by sharing a quote from Henry David Thoreau. It goes, "If you build castles in the air, let your work not be lost. That is where they should be. Now, put foundations underneath them." This is precisely what the scholarship has done for me and my family, has built foundations under me. I come from a family of people who really didn't go to college, and my mother raised 3 children out of 2 minimum wage jobs. Above all, she taught me hard work. It was the same hard work that allowed me to get this scholarship. I'm very fortunate because I know that without this scholarship, I probably would not be able to attend college full time. So I try to never forget how grateful I am and what an opportunity and a blessing it is to have classes that wake me up kind of early and homework assignments that keep me up late. The scholarship has also influenced my career aspirations. Like many young people, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. But because of my genuine love for people, I plan to major in psychology. I don't know exactly what subfield, but when the right psychology career comes, I know that I will fit into it because it will fit just like a glove. Lastly, the scholarship has influenced my education. I'm very fortunate to be at such an amazing school. College of DuPage provides me with enriching classes and faculty and staff members who really want to see me succeed. Although I am very smart, I cannot say that all of my classes are easy, but I can say that I'm putting hard work into each one of my classes. And because of that, I am learning a lot. I know when it's time for me to transfer, I know I will be prepared because of College of DuPage. I want to thank the donors. The scholarship has impacted students like me ever so greatly. I will leave you all with a quote from Winston Churchill. He says, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts." Thank you for giving me that courage.
Hello, good evening. I'm so happy to be here in front of all of you tonight. My name is Kathrine Murphy, and I'm the recipient of the Returning Adult Scholarship. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. When I turned 25, I decided to start college and go to school. And I spent a lot of years hating my job and just dealing with it. And I decided that it was time for a change. So with no clue how to go about getting myself into college, I didn't have the resources or the funds. I called up College of DuPage, and I got this scholarship. And really, what this foundation scholarship has done for me is take away the money problem for me. So now I have to just find the time to do all of my studies. And I'm in the Adult Fast Track program, which also enables me to work full-time while going to school, which is not something that any other school offers, just like here. What the foundation has done for me is they gave me the start that I needed. And without them, I'm not sure that a higher education would have been something that I would have been able to acquire. To be honest, if I didn't come to COD, there's a good chance I would have gotten discouraged and maybe not gone through with it at all and spent my life wondering where I would be had I gone when I turned 25. So I want to tell all the donors that are here and the foundation members, what you're doing is you're changing people's lives. And I know because I'm proof of that. You've changed my life, and you've given me a future and so much hope and a direction. And for that, I'll be forever grateful. Thank you.
Now is the favorite time of our program. I don't know how we beat that, but we open the floor for personal reflections from our audience. So students and donors and, of course, parents are welcome to say something. So we have the microphone in the center aisles. So don't be shy.
Hi, good evening. My name is Christine Pollack, and I've returned to school to become a nurse. I'm a recipient of 2 awards. The Jerry Bradshaw Memorial Scholarship, and I was able to meet Betty Bradshaw, very nice woman, and someone I'll be always indebted to because it's allowed me to work less and get on with my studies. And I've also been awarded the COD, I think it's one of the first time scholarships, Women's Scholarship. And I'd just like to say that I'm blessed to be a COD student. I'm blessed to be accepted into the nursing program, and I've been blessed to receive these scholarships. And thank you so much to all you donors. You do such a wonderful thing, and I hope to pay it forward when I have the time and the money. And just thank you. You do a wonderful thing. And also, the instructors here have been so helpful, and you couldn't find a better college, I don't think, anywhere. I tell people all the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Violet Jackson, and I am the recipient of the Foundation's Single Parent Scholarship. About a year and a half ago, I was laid off from work, so I found myself unemployed. No direction of what I wanted to do. Was out of work for about a year and a half, and finally decided to come over here and talk to a counselor. And upon doing that, I decided I would enroll into 2 degrees majoring in office technology and computer information systems. I have 3 daughters that I was a single parent for, and this scholarship has helped me to show my children that it's never too late to go back to school and accomplish something. I started work in December when I had just registered after I registered for classes. So I was working full-time, during my classes, and I was still able to maintain a 4.0 grade point average. So I, thank you. So this scholarship just shows that hard work, dedication, it does pay off, and I am so grateful for the donors for giving me the opportunity to do so and to show my daughters how important, dedication and striving for something will pay off. And thank you so much.
Thanks.
Hello, my name's Kathrine Schwartz. Fortunate to have received 3 scholarships, the Elaine Ward textbook, the Foundation textbook, and the Returning Adult from the Foundation. I'm actually fortunate to be with Kathrine in one of my speech classes, so I'm so proud of you to do that speech. It was awesome. As a child, I was a terrible student. I was an average student, B's and C's. I've always wanted to be a teacher. I work in the school district with special needs children. And even though a few of the teachers have been encouraging me to go back to school, I said I was too old. And they kept saying, you have to do it, you have to do it. And then one of my friends, who's also a teacher, I said, well, I'm going to be 49 by the time I finish. She said, well, you can be 49 years old and be wishing to be a teacher, or you can be 49 years old and be a teacher. And that was the biggest step I needed. And somebody else said to me, the hardest step is the first step. And so I took that first step, and like the lady before you, I'm actually getting a 4.0 grade average. This is the most A's I've ever had in my life. Thank you. I'm very proud of myself. But also like the lady in front, it's been a great, for my children, I have a 14 and 15-year-old children, and for them to see their mother go back to school has been amazing. And so now when they say, Mom, I'm too tired to do my homework, they don't get away with it, because I literally last week had a paper due and didn't go to bed all night. So I would really like to say thank you for the opportunity. And in fact, if it wasn't for these scholarships, I wouldn't actually be here this semester, because we didn't have the money, and I'm actually taking 4 courses. So I'm so appreciative, and I would just like to say thank you very much.
First of all, I'd like to thank all the donors that are here today. One of the things that I've noticed is that even though I didn't receive all the scholarships that are here, I think that it's important to acknowledge that you guys are changing the lives of so many people, like the ones that we've heard already. For me, I'm a returning student. I'm not a student that has just started. I've already done 2 years at the College of DuPage, but one of the things that's most important to me is to be able to gain independence from my parents, and not because I don't like them, but but because I also want to be my own individual. So one of those things that I wanted to do was to be able to fund my own college education without necessarily asking my parents for any more money. I have 2 little brothers that they have to take care of, and they have plenty of bills to take care of at home as well. So this 3rd year was basically going to be a year where I would work and just make as much money as I could to be able to pay off my tuition out of pocket, as opposed to asking them for money. And I was going to have to pay these this semester at least, and the next one coming up. But due to the foundation scholarship, I was able, it was the Kane County Cougars Reading Club scholarship that I received. And thanks to them, I was able to pay off this. I'm just taking 6 credit hours this semester because I'm working. I'm the president of the Student Leadership Council, work in the admissions office, and I'm also a part-time tutor at Mathnasium. So I'm doing quite a few things to try to save up money so that I can do that on my own. But I just wanted to say that without that, I might have not attended school this semester, and it would have been much more difficult for me to be able to accomplish these things. So with that, you guys are really fueling leaders for the future, which is something that's really important, especially in education. I think we need more leadership in education, and having these types of scholarships available at the College of DuPage, not only is the College of DuPage affordable in itself, but having these scholarships just makes it so much better. So I would really like to thank everyone that has donated to these scholarships, and I'd like to congratulate all the scholars that received them. So thank you.
ahead. You want to go on that side?
My name is Margaret Glinzinski, and I'm in the culinary program. And I haven't been back to school in 25 years, and so it was quite a feat for me to even think about going back to school. Raising 3 children for 12 years, so I kind of was stepping out and sticking my neck out into something that I really enjoyed doing. I found it an amazing program, and the opportunities that have been given, such as Mr. Testa allowing for us to have the opportunity for a scholarship for a contest, a cooking contest, was really something that challenged us. I received the Tony Paola scholarship, so we worked with him and cooked with him in his kitchen, which was an amazing experience. And the experiences just keep coming and coming and allowing for you to open yourself to these opportunities and step right in and take charge. And so I appreciate that. I feel the scholarship has given my family an opportunity to balance our lifestyle, where I've been taking one class at a time, and so it's been years, it's been 3 years that I've been in the program, and now I'm able to take 3 at a time and immerse myself into the program. So I appreciate that opportunity, and I thank you.
Hi, I'm not that good at speaking, so I'll just try to make this quick. My first orientation here, I remember one of the presidents saying, it doesn't matter where you go, it's how you end up. And that really impacted me, being in a high school where a lot of my friends, they are going to like U of I or U of C, and they just look down on like community colleges. They would say, oh, well, you get the education you pay for, or they're not that smart because they're a community college. And that really let me down. But I remember just going up to that orientation and seeing, it doesn't matter where you go, but how you end up. And that really impacted me. Since I'm the first one in my family to go to college, and I really don't know how this whole college thing works, and being discouraged like that all the time didn't really help me. So since I got the presidential scholarship, it really gave me hope that not only am I going to save money, I'm going to get the same education style that my friends could get at like all those other universities, that they get to, what's that called? They get to be more successful as well, that I have the same opportunity as them. So it really helped me, and thank you guys so much for giving me that hope, and yay.
My name is Cheryl Mayer, and I received the Danny Young Memorial Scholarship and the Foundation's Returning Adult Scholarship and the Foundation's Textbook Scholarship. And I'm so overwhelmed by the generosity that I cannot share my story. I just wanted the opportunity to say thank you.
Good evening. My name is Lisa Roncoli, and I actually graduated College of DuPage 20 years ago in the graphic arts program. And I've had a great career in graphic arts, but I kept saying, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a nurse. So my family and friends kept saying, then go be a nurse. So I didn't think I could do it, but I finally jumped in and I applied to the COD program because I knew COD was such a great school, I had to come back again. So I applied, I got in, and I did have to leave my full-time job, so I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but I did, and I'm here. And I would like to thank the H. Claire's Walters Memorial Foundation and the Aveling Memorial Scholarship Fund. Thanks to both of you, I can actually do this and become the best oncology nurse I can be. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sharice Saraki, and I am studying architecture here at the College of DuPage. I am the first in my family to attend college, so this has been a really exciting experience for me. I am also funding all my own college, so your generosity has been huge. It's relieved a lot of stress from my life as far as where's this money going to come from, how am I going to do this? I have these dreams, I want to help the world, but how can I do this? And your generosity has been huge, so I want to thank each and every one of you for that. And I would also like to thank you for all your time and effort that you put into this scholarship organization here at College of DuPage. And I hope that someday, once I'm an architect, that I can be as generous to the world as you have been to me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nicole Purchase, and thanks to the foundation, it has taken a very big burden off of my school financing. I have parents that are awesome. They have, excuse me. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to come in without your generous donations. They have meant the world to me. I'm the first person in my family to go to college, and I'm going to do it. I worked all summer to make sure that I was able to take on your scholarship that you were awarding me, and I thank you graciously. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm not that good of a speaker either, but I'm a second-year student in the nursing program, and I came to COD right after high school. So this is my first college I've ever been to, and I love it. I can't imagine being anywhere else. And I received the Mary Pollard Nursing Scholarship for nursing and community commitment. And I've been doing community service forever and volunteering everywhere, and I love it. And I just want to say thank you. And it, it made me feel like, I love doing community service, but I saw the scholarship and I wanted to apply for it because it really made me feel like what I did, it was worth everything. And it just helped make my second year of nursing school a little bit easier with paying for supplies and everything. So I just wanted to say thank you, and to everyone else. And yeah, that's it.
Hello, everyone. Well, it seems that there's not much that I can say that hasn't been said already. So I would just like to say my name is Chad, and I'm the receiver of the John Belushi Concert and Jazz Band Scholarship this semester. And I hear a lot of people, a lot of people tend to undermine community college, but I mean, I'm standing proof movie stars who've got their start here. How cool is that? That's what I'm saying. And college is tough, but this scholarship has taught me that hard work definitely pays off in the end, and I would like to thank everyone that made this possible for me.
Yeah. Any of the donors like to say anything? Yes. Oh, great, thank you.
My name is Jack H. Turner, so that sounds a little familiar to the building. I'm a past president of the foundation. I'd like to address the donors to say, you can see what your money has done. It's absolutely gorgeous to listen to these people and see how we have helped them. I have one request, that you keep the money coming, please. Community colleges, and we've heard them say they've taken a rap at being the low side. If it wasn't for a community college, in my career, I would be a factory worker like my father. I'm certain of that. I could not afford. I'm the only one in a family of 4 brothers and sisters who I'm the first one to go to college and the only one. But I went to community college so I could afford to go. I went on to the university. I graduated from the university. I went on to work in a career and ended up running the largest packaging company in the world, American National Can. That's the opportunity that each and every one of you have. So please bear down, and you can succeed. Because if I did it, anybody can do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Bonnie Wheaton, and I'm fortunate enough to have been a board member for several years. When I had a birthday with a big 0 on the end of it, I told my children I didn't want a big party, so instead they gave money to the COD Foundation for a scholarship. And it was so rewarding to be able to meet the recipient of my scholarship that I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I could endow a scholarship. And now I love to come every year. Tonight I got to meet Marcella, who's the recipient of one of the scholarships, and I got to hear her hopes and dreams, and I know that she will go very far in her life. And I'm very proud to be a part of that, a very small part. I know that a lot of people who are donors can write a check for various things, but this is one of the only experiences where you can see what your money is doing. And for me, that's the most wonderful part of this. So good luck to you, Marcella.
It doesn't get any better than this. This is just the best night ever. Anyone else? Great.
I was sitting there trying to get the nerve to come up. I'm not a very good speaker, but I'm not a student, I'm a mom. And this is my daughter, Teresa, and she was awarded the Harold Kennedy. Howard Kennedy?
I was awarded the Howard K. Kennedy Scholarship, the Belushi Orchestral Scholarship, and also the Foundation Achievers Scholarship. And I'm really grateful for your generosity. We're from a low-income family, and all the help that we can get, it really helps. I mean, I've also heard lots of horror stories about people being in student debt, and I didn't want to have any part of that. And I'm just really grateful that how affordable College of DuPage is, and it truly is. I've had lots of excellent teachers here, and it's really it truly is a top-notch education that you can get here. And I'm really grateful that I can have the best of both worlds, that I can both afford it, and that the teachers are really great here, and it's a really great environment. It's and you can just tell the heart and soul that goes into the education here. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you.
I also want to add that I never graduated college. I went a semester and then I had to quit because I couldn't afford it. And to have my daughter kind of end the cycle, hopefully, just means the world to me. And I was sick quite a few years ago, and it put a tremendous burden on our family. So this is just icing on the cake to be able to not have to worry about the financial aspect of it. And I'm very proud of my daughter. She's maintained a perfect 4.0 average, and I just I just want to thank the donors for this tremendous opportunity that you're giving all these students. I notice all the work that you guys are putting. The college is looking great. I mean, the landscaping, the buildings, beautiful. But what really is the most touching is that you're not forgetting the most important aspect of it, and that is the students.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Great, keep them coming, keep them coming.
Hi, my name's Karen Woznicki, and I was the recipient of one of the Naperville Rotary Scholarships. This is my last year at COD, which I'm sad but also kind of excited. I'm hoping to transfer to Michigan State to study organic vegetable production and food crop production with sustainable methods, as well as selective plant breeding. So this scholarship has really helped my family be able to not feel so strange, I guess, that their daughter wants to kind of be a farmer. An educated farmer. I hope to actually help low-income families be able to grow their own produce, so that's one less thing they have to worry about, and less pesticides. So thank you so much for helping fund my last year at college. It's really helping me save up for school. It's a much larger price tag. So thank you guys so much. It's meant a lot to me.
Hi, good evening. My name is Mary Mack, and I sat on the COD board. And in 2007, I had gone to a conference where they were talking about bringing money to your institution and creating a scholarship in your name and wrapping your arms around those things that you love. Well, I love food and I love gardening. So every year, with the help of my friends, I do a cookbook. And then in January, I start pumpkin seeds in my garden window. I plant 60 pumpkin plants. And then in May, all of my friends and my family members help me plant all these pumpkins. So my whole entire yard is a pumpkin patch. And every year I'm like, I'm not doing this another year. It's so much work. And then there's a sign in the front yard that says, this pumpkin patch is being grown to raise money for COD students to help with their scholarship or textbook fund. And so pick a pumpkin, leave money in the door slot. When someone leaves $1, it's like, just take the pumpkin, forget the dollar. But then some people leave $100, you know, so it's been a lot of fun. And then this is the cookbook. It's called Treats for Santa. And so my friends, my family members, people that come to my business, they contribute a recipe, and we have fun talking about food and eating it.
My name is Joan Budlovsky, and we still look forward to meeting our recipient, Jocelyn. This is my handsome son, Benny, and my husband back there, Ben, and my mom, Leona. And I went to College of DuPage and graduated here in 1977. And I know, a lot of people went, whoa. It was here then, really. And then I went on to go on for further degrees. You can call me doctor for short if you like. But I love this school, and I wrote many books, and that's why we decided to do a literary scholarship, my family, in honor of my father, who wrote his first book at 90. So, and it's in bookstores, Death Does Not Take a Holiday. And so we're just a family of writers, and we want to encourage other writers. And it's very special for us to encourage through the College of DuPage, which gave all of us our starts, because I started writing when I was here teaching at the College of DuPage in the 90s. And my mom took some classes here when she was in her 80s. She's now in her 90s. And she started some writing, taking some writing classes, and now has written 4 books. Her last book just came out a few months ago. So we're very excited to be here and excited to support the school, and we look forward to meeting Jocelyn.
I am not a mom. I am a daughter of a student that I'm a student here as well, but my mother is also back to school, and we're back to school together, I guess. My name is Chioma Maduko. Her name is Pat Maduko, and she's probably like, what is she doing? She's gonna kill me. I don't want to do this. But I just want to let everyone know that I know through my mother everything and anything is possible. So she's here today at College of DuPage for respiratory therapy, and just to sum things up, she's gonna graduate this spring, and she received a scholarship through you guys. She's a single mother, and she's taking care of me and my brother, and she's maintaining our family, and you guys helped her. And she still doesn't want to stand up, okay. Whatever, I'll do it alone. But thank you so much. I applied as well, but I know I didn't work as hard as I could have and as hard as I should have. And I know through her she maintained all A's, and she's still doing pretty well. You guys might see her in school. She looks cute all the time. It's my mama. No, but let's be serious. Thank you, everyone who looked at her and considered giving her something, and to the people that did, thank you so much.
So there's a few more things that we need to accomplish today. Before we close, we want to give special recognition to Brenda Marcy. So Brenda, stay, has been a consistent cheerleader and advocate for students for over 20 years. So she started when she was very young. Brenda is going to be fortunate to be retiring in November. So please help me in thanking Brenda for all of her incredibly tireless work. And then fortunately, the timing has worked out. We have one special speaker to end our evening tonight. Dr. Bruder?
Thank you, Susan. Good evening. You can tell by my voice that I wasn't programmed to be here tonight. Joe, thanks for subbing for me. But I have a great secretary who fed me chicken noodle soup all day today. And once in a while she tells me, just go lay down for a couple of minutes, you're getting cranky. And then you can resume work again. So I was able to make it through the balance of the day. And I did want to spend a moment with you and congratulate all those students who are the recipients of these scholarships that mean so much to you. They mean a great deal to us to make them available to you so that you can pursue your education. A very special thanks go to the donors tonight who reach in their pocket and bring forth and show their commitment to help others to access that education that we all know is so important. To our foundation board that works diligently on our behalf to be able to generate that money so that we're able to share that throughout the course of the year. If my memory serves me correctly, and it's perhaps not exactly spot on tonight, but I know we dispense about $1 million a year in scholarship money that goes out to so many students in need that allows them to pursue their education. You know, one final thought, if I may. I started out as well in a community college in 1963. Don't do the math. Were it not for that community college, it was really a technical institute, I would not have had the opportunities that I did in my lifetime. I wasn't a particularly stellar student in high school, not that I didn't have the capability of being that, but rather I was focused on other things. And so when it came time to go off to college, I didn't have the academic standing that I should have had in order to pursue the profession that I had in mind at that time, which in no way reflects what I wound up doing in my lifetime. So thank goodness for the community college. But the point I want to make really is community colleges were created in the early part of the 1900s for the purpose of being able to provide people with the opportunity to transfer on to an upper division institution if there was some reason why they couldn't do that directly out of high school. It didn't mean that they were not academically capable of pursuing, but there were any one of a number of circumstances, and community colleges were born to offer an alternative. Out of every bad environment comes something good, and we all know the last 5 years have been particularly challenging economically in this country and in the world community. But what's happened in the last 5 years, that community colleges have been discovered, and they have grown beautifully over 100 years and have educated millions of people in this country, providing them with an incredible education, affordable, accessible, comprehensive. They've done the job quietly, and now all of a sudden we've been discovered, in part because the economy required moms and dads and others to take a look and say, is there an alternative to going off to a university environment or to going out of state? And suddenly we shop in the backyard and we find there sits the College of DuPage or any one of a number of community colleges throughout the country. Maybe that explains why this year our enrollment is up over 9%, and we have the highest enrollment in the history of the college after we converted from quarter hours to semester hours. So you're one of 28,000+ students who go here, one of more than 16,000 full-time equivalent students, and I think, and my colleagues think, you made the absolute right choice to come to the College of DuPage. We take no backseat to anyone academically. The statistics that come to my office from universities that we transfer our students to show that our students do as well, if not better than the student who went directly out of high school to many of those universities. We have an incredibly talented faculty. We have faculty who care about you, whose focus is teaching and learning. We have a magnificent physical plant because of the taxpayers in this community who have given us the wherewithal to transform all of old buildings and add new buildings so that we can have an environment to give you 22nd century education. And that's also donating in a sense that taxpayers have to reach in their pocket to be able to do that. They passed a referendum in November 2010 at the height of the recession for $168 million. That allowed us to refurbish the MAC, the PE building, the Seton Center, to build a new culinary center, the new Homeland Security Education Center, all designed for one purpose, to educate the people of this great community that we serve. So I'm honored to be able to stand here tonight to thank the donors, to thank the scholars, to thank my colleagues who work here, to thank the Board of Trustees who give of their time to make sure that we have the best college, not community college, that's a given. We have the best college in the state of Illinois, bar none, and I'd say that to anyone at any time, and I'm proud to be able to serve as president. Thank you for coming tonight, and unless Susan has something else, thank you very much.